Okay. Hello everyone. Man of Awful again. I I think I did this video. Just want to talk about tabletop games. Gen Con is, I think, happening or has happened or whatever. If you ever seen any of my videos, I really like tabletop games. They're fucking awesome. I got like a huge stack of them, like right here. I got 3 of them sitting over there. I got Mice and Mystics right there. It's a good game. Families and a lot of good stuff there. But this, like the last time I made this video, I think like the last game I had, the last new game I got was Zombicide: The Black Plague, which is a game I was like really interested in getting. I got it, and then I find out like after I get that game, I find out that there's like there's like 2 other Zombicide games out, like a kind of like a zombie game, kind of like it's like Zombicide's like a regular, like a kind of like a regular zombie situation set in the present. Zombicide: The Black Plague is set in like medieval time, not medieval times, like sometime before medieval times. Kind of like that, like swords and shields and stuff like that. And then there's like Zombicide Prison Outbreak, I think. I guess the game takes place in a prison. Since I've gotten Zombicide, I've gotten like a bunch of other games. I've gotten there's a Magic game called Arena of the Planeswalker. I'm like looking at it right here. Arena of the Planeswalkers. It's kind of like based on Magic the Gathering. Sort of like that. I've gotten. It's pretty cool. And that game has like, I think it has 2 expansions. I got one of the expansions. I haven't got the second one yet. I've also gotten since then I've also gotten Netrunner. It's like right over there, which is like really, I like it. It's a living card game, which I didn't know what that was till about like a month ago. Now I found out what that was like. I found that because it says like LCG on the box, and I didn't know what that meant. And then I started watching this channel called Roll for Crit on YouTube. They're great. Check them out. They're doing this, and they do like news and they do like these news roundups kind of thing. They were at Gen Con this year. I just saw one of their videos from Gen Con from this year. It's pretty cool to check that out. They did this, and they do like news and stuff. They tell you how to play games, and they review games, and every once in a while they have like a contest where they give away a game. I've entered a couple of those contests. I've yet to actually win anything yet, but hopefully I will one day. I also watching this other channel. It does tabletop called Shut Up and Sit Down, and they do the same thing, except they don't do like news stuff. They don't do news stuff. They just do like just game reviews mostly, like Roll for Crit does, but it's mostly just reviews. They're based in I think London, or somewhere around there, and they just and they do the reviews. There's like 3 of them. It's pretty good. It's like watching them. Like those guys are pretty good. They're pretty good. They do like some comedy aspects. They do like a comedy thing too. Like they'll put on some costumes and do a skit in the review. That kind of helps them illustrate the game mechanics. It's a fun channel. Check that out. Yeah. So back to that. Found out what the LCG meant, and yeah. And then also found out from Roll for Crit that they lost the rights to Netrunner, which was like, holy shit. Well, I'm glad I got that game before that happened, because they're not going to be making any more Netrunner things. Apparently it's going back. Netrunner is going. It's like they're taking, like, Wizards of the Coast owned the Netrunner license, and they were loaning it to Fantasy Flight, and now Wizards of the Coast is taking it back, which is kind of weird. So I don't know. And the rumor, well, I don't know if it's a rumor, but what I've heard, and this is probably true, is that Wizards of the Coast is going to do something with Netrunner. So I mean, like, why else would they take it back like that? Fantasy Flight still owns the Android name, so whatever. And I was on the Fantasy Flight website. After I heard that news, and I believe they already have like the next Android game coming out. It's gonna be, I don't know when the release date is, but they've already started working on the next one, the next Android game. So any fans of Android, you got that to look forward to. I've also got Eldritch Horror and Arkham Horror, which is like fucking. I'm like, oh, thank God, these games have been out. Both these games have been out for years. They have like both of them have like more than one expansions, and it's like, it's you know, if you play tabletop games, you've either played both those games or you've heard a lot about both those games. You know about Arkham Horror and Eldritch Horror. Yeah. So they're good games. They're fucking great games. So if you play tabletop games and you don't own either one of those games, then you can't call yourself a tabletop gamer if you haven't at least played one of those games, or at least own one. Arkham Horror, though, now having said that, Arkham Horror may be a bit hard to find, because when I bought Eldritch Horror, I was actually looking for Arkham Horror, and Amazon didn't have it. I was like, well, okay, I guess I'll buy Eldritch Horror since they have that. So I bought Eldritch Horror, and I was able to get Arkham Horror like 2.5 months later, because that's when they had it. So yeah, man. Since the last video, I got this game called Mage Knights by a company called WizKids. When that game is like, holy shit! It's like that Mage Knight's like another level of game. that when I bought it, I was not prepared for. Because usually how I like my because like like games like Zombicide, Golem Arcana, Imperial Assault, and Battle Lore are like kind of games that I like because the mechanics are like kind of simple on those kind of games. And Mage Knight is like, that's a lot of fucking stuff in there. Like, I wasn't ready for that. So I need a little bit more time with Mage Knight. It's made by, and I mentioned it was made by WizKid, and I bring that up. I bring that up to them, that company, because I had bought a copy of Fury of Dracula 3rd edition. There's a great story behind that. Bought that game, it came. It's here. It came in. I go to the office of my apartment complex to get the game, and she tells me it's not there. And I'm thinking, okay, I doubt that it's not actually here, because you've done this before. Because that woman that worked up there had done this before, like a month and a half prior, to where my brother sent in our PS4 to be repaired because the HDMI port got messed up. So he sent it in to be repaired, so they could fix the HDMI port. They're sending it back. They sent him an email and a tracking number to tell him when it got there. The tracking number said it was there. He goes up there to get it, and the woman goes back there, looks around for like 3 seconds, and goes, "It's not here." And then he comes back. He has to call Sony, tell them that the tracking number says it's here, it's not here. So they do an investigation, find out it made it here, and they tell them who signed for it. He goes up there to tell them, like, this is the person that signed for it. And she's like, "Oh, that's me." Goes back there, actually looks for it this time, and it was there. It's like, so I'm like, what the? So I'm like, so it was there the whole time. She just didn't look for it. And Fury of Dracula, I still believed, and I still believe to this day that my fucking game is in that damn office, and it's been there, and it's probably buried under a bunch of other shit, but it's in there. I still believe it's in there. Okay. And then I find out. Then I was like, and then I kind of got to this point where it's like, fuck this, and I was gonna buy another copy of it. So I go online to look for it. It's not, you can't get it because it's really fucking hard to find. I didn't know that. I didn't know the game was gonna be that hard to fucking find. And then find out, and then like, when there is a copy, it costs like almost $200 to get it, because that's how rare it is now. And then I find out that there's a 4th edition coming out in October of this year, made by WizKids. I'm like, oh, same people that made Mage Knight. I was like, wait a minute, why is it not made? That's weird. How come? I thought it was weird. Like, how come Fantasy Flight's not making it? That seems odd to me. I go on YouTube, find out from Roll for Crit that there's like some, I don't know, like some kind of legal thing between WizKids and Fantasy Flight. So WizKids is breaking away from Fantasy Flight, and they took Fury of Dracula with them. So now they're making a 4th edition. I don't know what kind of changes they're going to make to the game, but looking at and you can pre-order this. You can pre-order this on Fury. You can pre-order this on Amazon if you want to. But one of the things I noticed while looking at the at the page for the game where you can pre-order it off Amazon, they're putting in a Dracula figure, which I thought was kind of odd, because considering what I know about the game, about the third edition of the game, is that there is no Dracula figure, because it's a 5-player game. 4 of the players are hunting Dracula, and Dracula is somewhere on the map. But the point was that there is no Dracula figure. That there is no Dracula figure because you don't want. Because if there was a Dracula figure on the board, then the hunters would know exactly where to go. So there's no Dracula figure, and then you put cards, and then you would have cards that you would put down to be like, this is to put down as Dracula's location, so you wouldn't give it away with your eyes. So the fact that they're putting in a Dracula figure means they're doing like a either like a massive change to the rules, or maybe just this Dracula figure is, just one tiny little change, and there aren't that many changes coming. Like, I don't know, but it looked I thought that was a bit odd, to say the least. The figures are going to be pre-painted, I believe, this time, because in the last game, like, the figures didn't come painted. They're going to be pre-painted. And there's all this other, and if I don't get the 3rd edition of Dracula, I'll just go ahead and buy the 4th edition and be like, I finally got the game. It may not be the edition I wanted, but I finally fucking got it. Now just need somebody to find to play these games with, because I have like a bunch of these games, and the only ones I've ever played are Mice and Mystics. I've played Golem Arcana. I played Imperial Assault once. I played Elder Signs like twice, and I played Summoner Signs, Summoner Wars. I don't know where I got Signs from. Summoner Wars. I only played that one once, and I have not played any of these other games, like, ever, because I'm the only one that I know that plays tabletop games. So that kind of fucking sucks. It has not stopped me from buying these games, though. Still gonna buy them just in case. Pushing the fucking boulder up the hill. That's what this is. To me, pushing the fucking boulder up the hill. If you don't get that reference, you are a fucking moron. I learned what that meant in fucking middle school. See ya. It's Man of Lawful. See ya.